the corner, but Brian was mucked up by people yesterday. I don't think he was able to use the advantage.
Strong. I did see actually he started, of course, from 7th on the grid, so he did. He's gained
get out of it well. He does get out of it well. He's still got the advantage over Alvaro Carpe. Peroni up the long gearing, but now he's being able to run his own racing lines, his own pace, and perhaps it's working out better for him.
Quite a few places in that opening lap, although he'll cross it with just one gained overall.
And Alvaro Carpe happened to 3rd place. Chies is 4th. Then the 54 of Veda Pratama. Now, I wonder if Veda and Chies go...
Basically, yesterday he hedged a bet that he would absolutely make mincemeat of everybody in the first lap, and it didn't pay off, right?
That's the advantage, but only just from Valentin Peroni, the Argentine.
Rouchet Mouli off the back of this group then.
Goes up into 3rd. I wonder if Veda's got a bit in hand. He caught that group superbly. He hasn't yet shown everything. Something like that, yeah, definitely.
Here's what happened then going through turn 10. The number 11 sits in 11th place as well. He'll be looking for redemption after yesterday's crash.
I think there's 2.5 laps to go.
And it's Uriarte and Carpe just there, a little bit of breathing space. Turn 9 or turn 10?
Beautiful stuff, just leaning maximum angle there to keep him. And Brian Uriarte up into 3rd place. He passed Veda Pratama going into the first corner.
This is a much different race for the moment. You've got Morelli, who's got long lap penalty for exceeding track limits too many times. Marco...
Bit off the green. Front end bumping around there, working very hard.
A colleague of mine that we're seeing that compared to yesterday can tell the riders that have done their homework overnight. They knew exactly when they needed to. Really not having a great race today, unfortunately.
No, as I say, his season's been like that. A great race, an ordinary race.
Described someone's front end yesterday as a pogo stick.
Oh, and somebody, who was that? Was way
Veda,
off,
I think.
way off in the green.
You spoke to Brian. He said he sounded a little bit lost almost. He wasn't sure what he did wrong, but he certainly wrecks sometimes his own issues, sometimes out of his control, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. Anyway, he's not going to... I suppose if you're going to go in the green, you might as well make a big job of it. So it still is Brian Uriarte on the 51.
To find it today.
That's right, indeed. He's up into 2nd place. He's past Valentin Peroni. He's already on the tail. He's going to have a long way to... he's going to struggle to get points, I think, when he does the long lap with only 2.5 laps. That leads, but only just from Max Chies, the 83 of Alvaro Carpe, yesterday's winner of the 83 of Alvaro Carpe. Yes, he didn't pinpoint just what went wrong. He just was a bit miffed. Remaining. Well,
here
okay, back we are then with Alvaro Carpe, just ahead of Brian in 3rd place, ahead of Rico Somella and the 73 of Valentin Peroni, making the top 5. But he's certainly got it sorted now, hasn't he?
Stand up, Austria, your boy Leo Ramersdorfer, the number 5, is in 8th place.
They've got about 4 or 5 bike lengths lead now over Pratama. And
it makes total sense, to be honest with you. And you look at the championship, 1 to 5th in the championship, battling one. He's in this leading group, vying for a potential podium then. That's a great start from him.
And Brian Uriarte and Chies and the rest of them. A crucial part of the race.
To 5th in the race as well. This is a case of all the others are seeing up ahead of them what they've got to grow in the race.
The lead, he takes the lead going sideways past Alvaro Carpe into the downhill. Obviously they're going to come down to 2 laps to go with after a couple of corners. It is yesterday's winner.
Rookies Cup to actually fight for the championship. This is pretty special stuff on these guys.
That and they're right-hander.
He is an intelligent and fun lad to watch, isn't he, Brian?
Alvaro Carpe that leads. Chies goes inside Pratama to take 3rd place. There's a 54 Veda Pratama ahead of the number 5 of Leo Ramersdorfer.
And Uriarte, he wants that championship lead back. A reminder that this is his 1st year in Rookies Cup. Rico getting pushed back again at the moment. As we see Alpinis, he's managed to caught back on Puglia. Leo has basically lived here for the last couple of weeks, doing track days around the Red Bull Ring, mini bike, as well as the likes of Peroni, who's there in 3rd. We've got 1, 2, 3 in the championship. Yes, he's brought him with him as well. So we've actually got 8 riders now towards the end of this, potentially battling for the racing. Exceptional tuition from Johan Zarco as well, MotoGP rider, former rookie, of course, as 1, 2, 3 on track. And
as you can see from the live point score that just was on
podium positions then. You got Moodley just off the back. How far off the back? Half a second. Well, so expect a good result from him. He's absolutely on it now. Fighting with Christian Daniel
on the screen before. He now has retaken the lead. As things stand by 3 points, he has the advantage over.
So 2 laps to go. He's really got to get a wriggle on now. Mind the green, boys.
Brian Uriarte takes up
Junior.
Yeah, absolutely superb stuff. He's really enjoying his home race and you have a great weekend. He's had a lot over Alvaro Carpe. Down the hill on the brakes again they go.
Chies moves up another.
The lead. He's got Chies on his tail. Then it's Carpe, Peroni have raced a lot of interviews and that sort of thing, but Christian Daniel now making life hard for him.
Couple of spots then, he's in fourth, now on the tail of Veda Pratama, who has a bobble through turn 9.
Pratama is there,
but for how long?
Changing direction all the way.
It's always special when you see a home rider actually embracing the pressure and using it. Dooley goes really wide at turn 9 onto the green stuff. Through they come, the final corner.
It's so tight, so ragged, it's really getting the pressures on. And Ruche
to their advantage rather than fading away with it. Impressive stuff from Leo, I've got to say. And then they are having to chase down this leading trio, Peter, because they're starting to get away.
They are indeed, and these guys drag that group back into contention. It is now, what, 10 men battling for these. There's Veda Pratama now completely on his own back there in 6th place. There he is, the number 54. These guys are clever enough to make use of it. Uriarte, Carpe and Peroni, they could pull away from this.
The inside, yeah, he's going up the inside of Pugliese. He's taken Rico Salmella, who Pini pushed wide there.
Only got himself, he hasn't got a slipstream to help him. He's got to work his own way back. We almost never see it in Rookies Cup. But these guys, if anybody can do it, these guys are clever enough.
And they are off the back here. The riders starting to try and avoid the slipstream, hugging the white line then. Pini
back in terms with the leading 5.
He was closing in by 0.3 of a second. Absolute disastrous start to the race for Morelli. He's down in 14th now. Not sure what's happened to No Plan B. On the back of this group once again. Here we go down into turn 4. It's 1.5 laps to go. On Uriarte last time around. See what it is when they cross line this time. Number 95, but he's back off the leading group. A lot of work to do for him over the next 14.
And Brian Uriarte can't make a mistake here. He's drifted wide yesterday, drifted wide today. He pulls a superb shot there. Still is Brian Uriarte leading. And we know that Chies was super fast yesterday, absolutely incredible. If he can pull out that kind of pace, the right line, he's got it right. He's got a lap and a half to defend the lead. Ahead of Carpe, Chies. Carpe pulls out alongside. He's going to close up on this leading trio.
Another rider I was expecting more from today was Guido. This is as tense as it gets in Rookies Cup. They have absolutely pulled.
He's going to be late on the brakes.
He looks dead in the eyes. It is great mate Brian Uriarte, but then he looked the wrong direction. Pini, 12th place he is. A great start to his season yesterday in 8th place. It could have been better. The pin. They're still running low 145s. This pace is red hot in comparison to one, because there was Keyless going the other side of him. Carpe on the inside in towards turn 1. Look at that. Were it not for exceeding track limits and a long lap penalty, but he's a bit further down the order than I would have hoped to see today. It was yesterday. It's all on the line here.
Yeah, still Brian Uriarte from Chies, from Carpe.
Then 144.9 for Veda Pratama. He's on the chase, everybody. Indonesia stand up, tune in. What